Good morning. So, Jo here again with card number 2 using the brand new Yappy Howlloween Digi Stamp set that's available in the Time for Tea Designs shop today. This set is available to purchase but is also free with any other purchase from the shop. So all you need to do is pick your item, whether it be another Digi Stamp or a stamp set, die set, whatever you would like, and this will automatically be applied to your cart, so you don't need to do anything, and then it's available to instantly download once you've made your purchase. So the great thing about that is you don't have to wait for it to be posted. You can start playing with it straight away. So we thought this would be ideal for Halloween as it's getting really close now, and we're probably doing lots of projects with the children, or just lots of different things going on at the minute, ready for the big day. So these are fantastic because you can resize them. So the cards, if you've seen the previous video that I've done, you'll see that I've actually sized my images today to fit on an A6 card blank, so you can see that they're sized perfectly to fit with this style of card, but you can make them much larger. You can make them even smaller if you want to do as well, so it's entirely up to you. One of the ideas that I had with the dog and the cat ghosts was to make them bigger, print them onto some cardstock and make a banner from them. I think that'd be a really cute idea and a really fun project to do with the kids, because it doesn't take any colouring at all really. You can just print them as they are. So so that's an idea that we might do a little bit later, but for now I'm going to show you a quick card using the I think we'll probably use the little dog, I think this one, and the Yappy Howlloween, which is the namesake of the set itself. So I'm going to start with my background, because that I think is going to be the easiest way to do this. So, and I'm going to use some of my purple tape, and I do actually have some I already used in a previous demo. So we're going to use this, and I'm going to use my craft mat to line this up, similar way to how we did it previously. I'm just going to use the lines to make sure that my card blank is straight, and then I'm going to use the horizontal line to line up my tape as best I can. So I want that to be nice and straight. Okay, so now that's in place, I'm going to do a little bit of blending for my background, and I want to create a night sky. So I'm going to start with this wild honey colour, I think, and I'm just going to do a little bit of this in at the bottom of my cardstock. Create a little bit of a halo effect with the wild honey, and use a bit of carved pumpkin in the middle of that, just to create a little bit of an intensity of colour. Now we can build up on these as much as we want, go as far as we want, but I think for the moment I'm happy with that. Now I also want to create some blue, but I don't want that to go onto the back of my card. So before I do that bit, I'm just going to add some more tape just at the top to prevent me going any higher up. And then I'm going to take a blue blender brush and use some of my blueprint sketch to get a bit of blue going around the outside of the halo that I've just created. So I'm just going to gradually build this colour up and take it almost to my centre portion, but not completely. Now I'm going to go in with a darker shade of blue, which is my chipped sapphire, and I really like this colour for creating a really nice sky, a nice dark sky. It blends beautifully, as you can see. It's getting a really nice blend, and the more you layer up your distress inks, the more of a blend you do seem to get. So just don't be afraid to keep adding layers. If you think that you've not got a great blend, just add some more layers to it, and that will smooth that out. I mean, look how beautiful that looks now. So what I want to do is blend out this colour here, the line between the blue and the yellow. So I'm going to go back in with my Wild Honey. So the next thing that we can do to make this a bit more of a night sky is that we can either add some water droplets, or we can add a little bit of white acrylic paint. So what I have here is some, it's actually some porcelain water-based paint. So it's actually it's actually not quite white, but it's white enough for us. So I'm going to just spray a tiny bit of water into my palette that I've got here. So I'm hoping that you can see that, and then just dab a little bit of that onto my brush, and then I'm going to use the edge of a stamping block to flick some spots. Take the backing off this, see what we've been left with. Yes, like that. There we go. So that's our background piece, and then we're going to let that dry and move on to our images. So for our images, because they are ghosts, they're not really going to require an awful lot of shadings. I mentioned previously that one of the things that I like to do with my images, if they are digi stamps, is to back them onto some cardstock. This helps make them a little bit more robust on the front of your card, especially if you're going to be giving them a bit of dimension. So a little bit of cardstock. Where's it gone? There it is. So a little bit of cheap cardstock, and then we're going to stick these onto there with our sentiment. So our sentiment is going to be Yappy Howlloween. And then just to make sure that this black edge is nice and clean, a nice little tip is to take a Copic marker or another marker that you've got and just go over that, and that makes that a nice clean black line, so you can't see the white cardstock underneath. And then when that sits on his head, it'll sit really nicely there against his ears. So what we're going to do, I think we'll stick his hat on now. And we'll take our sentiment die from the Hello Nesting set, and I'm just going to line this up. And again, sorry if my head is in shot, just want to make sure that that's lined up nicely. And we'll just pop our masking tape onto there, and we're going to put this through our die cutting machine. Take that away from our backing to snip the end of that off there. That's perfect. And what I'd really like to do is have one of the treats in his bag. So this could be where this all goes horribly wrong, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little slit in my bag here. Yes, so I think we'll do the bone in the back of there. So that is going to need a tiniest little squidge of glue. So thinking about how to apply my glue. I've got some Cosmic Shimmer here, and this will allow me just to paint the tiniest bit underneath, the tiniest bit behind, so that we can stick that down. And that's really handy for little areas like that, because now that's stuck in place. It's also covered up any little bits of the cutting that we weren't so happy with, or I wasn't so happy with. So, and then I just want a little bit of that across his paw. And this dries clear like your Cosmic Shimmer does, the rest of your Cosmic Shimmer products. And then that then can just sit on his paw, just there. Yes. So we'll pop him to one side, and then we'll look at our, now I'm looking at this, I have a little bit of a line at the top there, can you see? So I am inclined possibly to cover that. Let me see. I can just cover that up, because I don't like it. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, that's better. That was just because we put our masking tape on a little bit too low. So now the Yappy Halloween is going to sit across the back, and I'm going to use again the shaker tape that we used before, because that's a good perfect size to fit in the center there. So let's just line that up, and again the foam tape's really good for evening out any little kinks that there might be from the drying process, because we didn't let it air dry, we used our heat tool. So here we go, Yappy Halloween goes across the top there, and then our little guy's going to sit here. To one side, and pop him just there. Super cute. And then we're going to pop our little little treats in the background here. So yeah, I like that. So, and I think I'll use my little bit of Cosmic Shimmer paint and my little quick sticks tool. So get my paintbrush ready, and then I'm just going to lift, apply some adhesive just where I want that to go, and then pop that back down there. Same here, just a little bit of, oh, dropped him, come here, pop that there, and then move that out of the way, bit of glue just there, and then they will stick nicely in my background. And then final touches, because we have to have a little bit of shimmer, I think. So let's have a look. Where would we like some shimmer? So I do like to do a little bit of glossy accents on a nose. I'm going to use some of my Nouveau drops to add a little bit of a glossy nose. I do that effect for my little critters. Sorry if my head popped in there. And I think we'll also add a little bit of shimmer to my treats using some Nouveau glitter drops, because that's a nice little touch. There he is, our little ghostly dog with his treats, trick or treats, wishing you a Yappy Howlloween, all made with Digi Stamps. So I hope that's been a really useful tutorial. You can see how easy that's been to create, and how versatile these stamp sets are. And we'll be back with more tutorials. Do make sure that you check out our YouTube channel. There's more tutorials on there, and like I say, don't forget, you can pick this set up for free until the 31st of this month, just by adding anything else into your cart and purchasing anything else from the Time for Tea shop. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye.